Hello crafty friend, it's Justine. Today we're going to do some toner foiling and I'm going to show you some beautiful Christmas cards with this sweater die that just came out from Spellbinders. So I won't tease you at all. I'm going to show you the two that I made here already, and I already assembled them to put on camera because I want to talk about using up your scrap foiling. I posted a video like this. I posted a video a couple weeks ago about my foil update video, and several people were wondering how I do that, and I'll just show you today. So just disclaimer, I did not make this style up at all. This is not my original idea. This is a method just like stitching or glimmer foiling. So I'm not trying to say that this is like my first ever this is my original idea at all, but if you don't know how to do it, I'll show you today. Anyway, do you see how gorgeous this one sweater is on the left with that foil? That's the moon dust foil from Spellbinders, and I used it in my toner foil, in my pink mink, which I'm going to get to in just a second, but do you see how gorgeous that is? And I don't have to even waste any foil. Okay, so first, when I foiled with this background glimmer plate, you can see it has all these little cute berries and such, and I used this background foil to make something to make this background so it looks something like this, right? And then when I'm glimmering, I take this off and ta-da! Gorgeous hot foil beautifulness. But this is so pretty and I don't want to throw it away because it's so pretty, and foil is like gold to me. So when I was finished foiling with this, I just put down some toner paper. I took my scrap, ran it through my pink mink, and then I die cut out my sweater. So I'm going to show you how to do that today with this beautiful foil here. But you can see this was the original background that I had, and then with this scrap that looked something like this, but it had it was moon dust, so it wasn't as rainbowy, it was more of the blue tones. I ended up with this beautiful sweater. So I'm gonna show you how to do it today, so don't worry. I know it sounds a little confusing, but I'll show you how to do it. It's not that difficult, and it's a great way to save money and keep your supplies going. But anyway, here are two beautiful sweater cards already. The background is with the Stitch Starry Argyle, which is stunning. I love this background stitched die. I have a whole tutorial on my channel about how to stitch on it. It is a little bit of an intermediate die for stitching, so you can check out that video on my channel. And then I used sentiments from Yana's Delightful Christmas for all three of my sweaters. And then the little tree and the little snowflake are all from the sweater die. So I'll link everything in the description, don't worry. And then of course I had to pop a little gem on that tree because why not? Anyway, so the card that I'm going to kind of show today as my pink mink heats up, I should probably turn it on in a minute here, is this beautiful sweater one, which you guys, those poinsettias are so beautiful. I can't believe it. Anyway, I'm going to put this behind my blue piece of paper here. And this is another example of using up scrap. So I used a gold piece of foil and glimmered that already on another card, which I already gave away for someone for Christmas to use for their own Christmas cards. But then I had a scrap like this. I put my scrap on some toner paper and sent it in, and look at that. It really is like a mirror. You can see my lights. You don't want to see my mug this morning. I'm looking a little rough. But anyway, it isn't even perfect, but it's perfect for my card, which is kind of like life, you know, because I didn't stitch on the Starry Argyle on this one. I just wanted little holes to have just like a little pop of light coming. And that's really all I'm going to do with this card. So let's start my mink up and get it nice and warm. Let's see, I probably need to zoom out here a little. When I use this, I like to use it on setting number 3. And if you have a Minc, you can look at your manual and decide what you are going to do. But first, you got to turn it on. Shocking. Hopefully not literally shocking you. Just kidding. Anyway, I'm going to press it to number 3, which is right there, and then let that warm up. It won't take very long, but in the meantime, let's put this card together. So, I feel like I am trying to explain things correct. I'm trying to explain things correctly, but if I miss something or if you still have questions, please let me know, and I will try to answer them in the comments. Again, Nancy Stamps is like the queen of foiling, so perhaps you can check out her. So if you have questions, I'm sure she could help too. Her channel is fabulous. So actually, if you have questions, don't just flat out ask her. Check out her channel because she has so many videos where she is demonstrating a whole bunch of techniques, and they're there for you to watch. Alright, I'm just going to lather glue on the center, and as long as it's on the edge, it really won't be a huge deal. Okay. I just love this one. I can't stop looking at it. I think I'm actually going to turn that one into an ornament, which I've done on my channel, I think last week. So if you're interested, I will pop a little card on the screen for you to see there. But it looks like I need to trim my edge. I just think that this blue sweater is too fancy to just glue on a card. I need to turn it into an ornament. I would love to put this one on my tree, but I think I better give it away. Oop, it just beeped, so that means it's ready. See, that took like maybe 2 minutes to heat up, if that. Okay, well, like I said, I think I'm going to turn this one into an ornament so you can kind of get the idea of what this card looks like. There you have it. It's going to look just like this, except I'm going to have a string here and it will be an ornament. I need to do the back as well. But like I said, if you want to know how to turn these into ornaments, check out that video. It's there for you. Okay, let's get to toner foiling. Now, I am not an expert at all with it. I only got this pink machine, this pink Minc, not very long. It was like spring, so maybe April, I'm not sure. Bought it with my own money, so there you have it. Okay, here's my original that I hot foiled, and then this came off of there, came right off. Actually, it went like this. Anyway, it had a little cut, it looks like. Anyway, whatever. This is going to go right about here, and to foil with this, I am going to just trim it down a little bit. I'm going to end up die cutting this anyway, so there's that. I have a quick trimmer, but right now I'm just going to grab my scissors. I love the quick trimmer for cutting foil, so if you haven't tried that, you gotta. Anyway, the paper and foil go right into this little sleeve, which is kind of, it reminds me of laminating a lot, and as a teacher I laminate a ton. Anyway, it's going to go in just like that, and I am just going to send it through and I'll show you what happens. This is a brand new piece of, like, this is a brand new folder for this, so here is the packaging for the foil folders. You can see it there. And yes, this machine is from Pink and Maine, so I will have that linked in the description for you, and you can check it out. All right, once it starts going, it just kind of leads itself through, and it's pretty quick and pretty easy. And this foil is just so pretty that I just love that I now have a way to use all of my scraps from my foil and I'm not getting rid of it. Another way to do this is to use your hot foil machine, and there are some solid plates that are from Spellbinders where you can foil a whole surface, so I will link those too. I'll just put them on the screen here so you can see, but it's it kind of gives the same look. All right, I'm going to take it out of my folder, but I'm just going to let it cool down for just a minute. I forgot to dusty. Ah, you guys. Toner foiling, you're supposed to use your brush and you're supposed to dust the paper. Ugh, fail. Anyway, basically when you dust, you're supposed to get rid of some of the static or any little pieces that could affect the foiling from turning out poorly. But so you would take your paper and you would literally dust it like this. You would take your foil and you would dust it, and then you'd put it together, put it in the machine, through, and apparently it's supposed to help out, and I totally blew it, so oh well. Anyway, this came with my pink Minc, so I really should just keep it with my Minc, but I use this all the time now for just like cleaning my area and for heat embossing. Ugh, I am so mad at myself. Okay, whatever. It's gonna be fine. Okay, I'm gonna move my Minc over and I will show you what it looks like. Isn't that cool? Now, this is always kind of like the moment of truth. If it turns out or not, I can already see there's a big wrinkle through there, but you know, this is life. This is my real crafting on here, so that's that. But there is that piece of plastic over the top that holds the foil together. So now I'm just going to remove it. It looks like it's going to turn out in certain areas, but not others. I really should have done the whole dusty thing, but such is life. You can see that this was a foil sheet, and I really tried to get the most bang for my buck from using all of that foil. Okay, did this turn out perfectly? No, but that's okay because it's going to go on a shape. It's going to be die cut into a shape. Oh, I should mention, I'm using paper from Crafty Critta for my toner foiling, in case you're interested. Okay. For this, I'm just going to die cut out this section right about here, and I might use this for some like distressed, maybe for Halloween cards or something. I'm just going to run this through my platinum, which again I keep off camera, so I'll show you what it looks like when I'm all finished. This die is the stylish ovals that are from Spellbinders, which now have permanent residency on my desk because I've been using them all the time. So anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, there's what it looks like. Now, this would be so pretty to put something over it, like, let's see what I have on my desk for stitching. Like this snowflake would be kind of pretty, or a flower with a little sentiment under here. Yeah, let's do that. That would be so pretty. I'm not going to put it together on camera just for time's sake. We're already at 15 minutes, I think, so I think we're just going to pretend, but you can see that you can make a pretty quick card here with just a few different things, and like glimmer overload with multiple things that are glimmered here, but just imagine that's what maybe the card would look like. And look at how pretty the glimmer looks on there. Is it perfect? No, but it is definitely shining, shimmering, splendid. I would probably cut off this bottom part as well, maybe fit it to an A2 size card. So there you have it. I hope that you have enjoyed that odd little mini tutorial, and I hope that you've enjoyed these Christmas sweaters. That's kind of what this is all about, but I figured I'd mention the foil thing as well since I used it on my sweater and people were asking about it. So there you have it. Let me know your favorite in the comments of the video. I think mine is a tie between these two. I just love the poinsettias on the sweater here, but I love the foil with the moon dust. It's my favorite hot foil color, so I don't know. It's kind of a tie, but this really is pretty too with the soft foils, but I don't know. I like them all, but I think this is my favorite. I gotta turn this into an ornament. Anyway, if you have any questions about the Minc or foiling or stitching, let me know in the comments, and I'd love to try to help you with those. Anyway, have a great rest of your day, and I hope you get to craft soon. Bye-bye.